Playing virtual games doesn't cost much. Playing for 1,000,000 years, 100 million black dragon dollars is enough. To you it's just a small change. Babata said nonchalantly. This made Luo Feng even more speechless. The other quantum computers and AI computers, no matter how smart they were, they wouldn't do anything without their master's permission. And Babata, he had already evolved into a living AI. He could feel sadness and joy, he could make his own decisions, etc. He was no different from a normal person. That's why he loved to play games, and he was coincidentally Luo Feng's virtual assistant. Everyone who entered the virtual universe had a virtual assistant. Most of the operations in the virtual universe were done through the virtual assistant. Hence, Babata's withdrawal of money, according to the virtual universe main system's judgment, it was naturally Luo Feng who ordered the virtual assistant to do it. Of course it would allow it. After all, who asked Luo Feng to actually use a living AI as a quantum computer and AI computer? Alright. Luo Feng, you've already become the leader of Earth. Directly send the proof of ownership of the territory that the Empire gave you through the virtual universe network to Earth. After that, let all the countries on Earth broadcast it live. Also, from the Black Dragon Mountain Empire's constitution, regarding the protection of territories, the Nuolan Shan family is after all a small family within the Black Dragon Mountain Empire. They wouldn't dare go against it. Babata was very direct. Of course, you'll first have to record all the information about them on Earth. If they dare go against the Empire's constitution, that would be courting death. Babata was extremely confident. They were indeed prepared to use this method, however they hadn't thought through the various steps yet. Let's do that. LuoFeng's eyes gleamed. Little punk, you're so clear about the Empire's constitution? Thunder God rubbed Babata's head in shock. Don't touch me. And don't call me little punk. Call me Demon Lord, understand? The demon Babata glanced at Thunder God, after which he closed his eyes and ignored him, continuing to play his virtual game. 50,000 years of emptiness, being able to enter the virtual universe, how could the demon Babata not enjoy himself? As for Earth's safety? What did it have to do with him? To the demon Babata, it didn't have much meaning, at most because of his relationship with Luo Feng. He would give him some advice. According to Babata's instructions, Luo Feng swiftly began to record the footage, along with some information and proof from the Black Dragon Mountain Empire. Let's do it like this. Luo Feng looked at Hong and Thunder God. No problem. Thunder God pondered and nodded. It'll definitely be useful. It's about time. Hong nodded. Then I'll send all this over. Next we'll leave it to Earth to handle. Luo Feng took a deep breath, beginning to send a call request. It was with Su Xian. Milky Way Earth. The Nuolan Shan family's warriors swiftly flew to every corner of Earth, especially the over 1,000 star levels in terms of speed. Many of them were much faster than the swallowing monster from back then. A life planet with a radius of 6,400 kilometers, to them, circling it once was extremely easy. Earth, China, Shenangjia region. It's too unbelievable. My God. What is this? Including Pula and the other heirs, along with many star level 9 Nuolan Shan guards were all shocked as they looked deep within Shenangjia, enveloped in a poisonous gas that was constantly emitting a terrifying huge ball. That was a huge ball with a diameter of over 800 m. What kind of concept was that? It was basically a round ball mountain, and the poisonous gas it emitted had already caused the 2 star levels that were careless earlier to be poisoned. One was a star level 3, the other a star level 5, to instantly decay. It's definitely a treasure. A group of people stared at the strange poisonous ball. The poisonous gas it emitted was able to kill star levels. This definitely wasn't a normal toy. In an instant, the 8 heirs' quantum computers all sounded. Lord, in the air above the survival base in China, a huge projection has appeared. Take a look. The scene appeared on the screens of the 8 direct disciples' photon computers. At this time, every household on Earth, every television, every network immediately switched to the same image. At the same time, in China, India and the other 6 survival bases on Earth, through the survival bases, they all released a 3D projection in midair. The huge projection shone in midair. The 3D projection was too huge. Even from 100 km away it could be seen with the naked eye. Kaluo Empire's Nuolan Shan family, how do you do? I am Luo Feng. Not long ago the planet you are on, Earth, has already become my territory. A majestic voice resounded from every household's television, computers, even through the various countries' broadcasting systems, resounding throughout the entire Earth's skies. This is the proof of ownership issued by the Black Dragon Mountain Empire. On Earth, the originally arrogant, excited and complacent Nuolan Shan family members were all stunned, either looking at their own screens or looking at the godlike huge projection in midair. Within the projection, Luo Feng was speaking with assurance. Beside him was the proof of ownership. Luo Feng was speaking in universe common language. Below the screen were Chinese and English words. It's real? It's really issued by the Empire. On Earth, the various Nuolan Shan family members were all shocked. Within the huge projection, a virtual book appeared in Luo Feng's hands. It was the Black Dragon Mountain Empire's constitution. Luo Feng's expression was serious, flipping through the book. According to the Black Dragon Mountain Empire's constitution, Chapter 12, Article 61, Article 62, Article 63 states, without the permission of the planet's manager, trespassing into a planet will be treated as a space pirate. Your Nuolan Shan family didn't know this planet had a leader before. It's not considered a crime. Right now I've already told you, this is my territory. As the leader of Earth, I request that you, within the huge projection, Luo Feng raged, immediately disappear from my territory. Otherwise, your Nuolan Shan family will be labeled as space pirates, facing the Black Dragon Mountain Empire's invasion. Attack. 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 Earth's tens of millions of households, televisions, computers, and various broadcasting systems caused Luo Feng's voice to be like a tsunami, resounding throughout every corner of Earth. On Earth, whether they were hiding in their homes, protesting, smashing shops and robbing at this time, they were all looking at their own screens or the screens on the streets, everyone was silent. They all recognized, the man speaking with assurance on the screen, was the pride of Earth's humanity, Luo Feng. Silence. Countless people in every base city on Earth fell silent. Paris, base city in the European Union. A group of protesting people raised their heads to look expectantly at the screen. Yes, they were indeed protesting against the upper echelons abandoning them. They wanted the Earth's upper echelons to choose to cooperate with the Nuolan Shan family from the universe. But that was because Earth couldn't resist the Nuolan Shan family. No one was willing to be a slave or servant, unless they were psychopaths. This group of people who were protesting didn't want to be slaves. If it was said that they didn't have to submit to the Nuolan Shan family in exchange for freedom and life, they would definitely be willing. Luo Feng. It's actually Luo Feng. Looking at this video, it seems like this group of aliens, the Nuolan Shan family, are also from the Black Dragon Mountain Empire. This Black Dragon Mountain Empire is a country in the universe? Luo Feng is an Earthling. How did he become the leader of a universe country? Or the Lord of Earth? Who knows? In terms of intelligence, Earthlings were not stupid. From Luo Feng's live broadcast to the entire world, they could easily deduce. The Black Dragon Mountain Empire was a powerful universe country, much stronger than this seemingly incomparably powerful Nuolan Shan family. And Earth's pride, Luo Feng, became the leader of the Black Dragon Mountain Empire. Happy. If Earth wanted to integrate into the universe and someone had to be the overlord of Earth, the people of Earth naturally hoped that it would be a native of Earth. What's more, Luo Feng, Hong, and Thunder God have long been deified. If any one of them became the leader of Earth, the humans of Earth wouldn't have much resistance. I wonder if Luo Feng's words will be of any use. I wonder if the Nuolan Shan family will retreat or not. People were worried. There were 6 survival bases on Earth. Luo Feng's identity as the planet leader, is it useful or not? Cosmic nations can't be exactly the same as our Earth. I can't be sure. Just wait and see. There will be results soon. On Earth, whether it was the billions of commoners or the upper echelons of Earth, they were all waiting to see the Nuolan Shan family's reaction. The ship Luo Feng and the others were in was still swiftly advancing through the dark universe. Virtual universe, Black Dragon Mountain Island. In the private room of the restaurant, Luo Feng, Hong, and Thunder God were all looking at the screen that appeared in front of them, maintaining their communication with Suxan. Suxan, how is it? Luo Feng asked. What's the reaction of that Nuolan Shan family? Did they retreat? The satellite surveillance shows that the 2 battleships are still in the air above the Pacific Ocean, not moving. Suxan was also very anxious. Maybe the Nuolan Shan family is discussing it too. No movement. Luo Feng frowned. They don't dare to stay. Thunder God's eyes lit up. If they don't leave, we can record their behavior and send it to the dynasty's headquarters. We can then judge them as space pirates. The Black Dragon Mountain Empire was a very strong medium civilization in the universe. We will not allow such a family to go unpunished. If it's a super family, it's hard to say. But the Nuolan Shan family to the Silver Blue Empire and other empires is a hard bone to chew. But to the Black Dragon Mountain Empire, they are just ants. Thunder God said confidently. These words made Hong and Luo Feng slightly nod. There's no point in talking. Luo Feng creased his eyebrows. Let's see how they choose. Luo Feng and the other 2 maintained contact with Earth, quietly waiting for news from there. Earth, in the air above the Pacific Ocean. 2 enormous interstellar battleships stopped in mid-air. Within one of the battleships in the control room, the 8 heirs stood there. The atmosphere was extremely tense. The shock and joy of discovering the strange huge ball had long been thrown to the back of their minds. Right now they were extremely frustrated. Earth's leader? Earth actually has a leader? What do we do now? The atmosphere was incredibly tense. Everyone knew the moment the Nuolan Shan family didn't leave Earth, that would be an absolute crime. Earth had a leader. That meant Earth was their private property, their territory. Invading their territory and even wantonly plundering within their territory, this kind of behavior was definitely not allowed by the Empire's constitution. They would immediately be labeled as space pirates. Space pirates were also space pirates. They were hated by the various empires. They were definitely the easiest to kill. Follow me to see the patriarch. Pula said seriously. Yes. The other 7 all replied. Such matters could only be decided by the patriarch. Half a minute later. Virtual universe, Black Dragon Mountain Island. In a luxurious living room, the 8 heirs stood side by side. In front of them a screen appeared. On the screen were 2 people. It was the current head Yuka Nuolan Shan, and the old head Dawan Nuolan Shan. Teacher, patriarch, this is the video that was broadcasted on Earth earlier. Pula said respectfully. Immediately the video began to play. When they saw the proof of ownership of Earth from the Black Dragon Mountain Empire, the 2 patriarchs' expressions became extremely ugly. Especially in the video, Luo Feng even took out the Empire's constitution to read. this made them even more furious. Immediately disappear from my territory. Otherwise your Nuolan Shan family will be labeled as space pirates, facing the wrath of the Black Dragon Mountain Empire's army. The last sentence of the video made the two patriarchs not sure what to do. There was obviously a huge treasure on Earth. In an instant Earth had become someone else's territory. Earth, is this Luo Feng's territory? Nuolan Shan couldn't believe it. Yes, teacher. I've just checked, the Empire's records indeed exist. Luo Feng should have just become Earth's leader today. Pulla added. Bastard. Nuolan Shan was so angry he gritted his teeth. Who is this Luo Feng? Which family is he from? Beside, the old patriarch creased his eyebrows unhappily. He's one of the 3 great warriors of Earth. Right now he should be a Star Traveler level 9. That should be the case. Pulla said respectfully. What, an Earth person? The old patriarch stared wide-eyed. Earth person? A native of a primitive planet had suddenly become the overlord of Earth? One had to know that buying a planet, even the person who discovered it could buy it at a discounted price. However, with the highest quality life planet like Earth, to buy it would still require 3 trillion Black Dragon dollars. It definitely wasn't something a normal person could afford, hence he asked which family it was. Yes, an Earth person. Pulla nodded. It should be some sort of treasure on Earth that he acquired and sold for money. Earth's treasure? The moment the two patriarchs thought about that Automaton Universe ship, their hearts ached. That was an Automaton Universe ship, even the lowest was a D grade. Even more valuable than their entire Nuolan Shan family's assets. To open and conquer such a ship, based on the attack from the entrance, one had to be at least a Universe level 5 or 6 warrior to have any hope. Teacher, what do we do? Should we retreat or not? Pulla said anxiously. Old patriarch, should we retreat or not? The other heirs too were extremely anxious. We don't have much time to hesitate. If we stay on Earth for too long, we'll be judged as space pirates. Pulla said anxiously. The patriarch Nuolan Shan was so angry he gritted his teeth. Bastard. That Luo Feng, I want to kill him. Retreat. The old patriarch's expression was savage, roaring softly. The 8 heirs were stunned. Old patriarch. Nuolan Shan looked shocked at the old patriarch. We're just going to give up like that? The old patriarch scolded angrily. Yuka, have you lost your mind? So what if we don't give up? So what if that automaton ship is expensive? The moment we're judged as space pirates, the Empire's army wiping out our Nuolan Shan family would be effortless. Don't tell me just because of Earth's treasure we have to sacrifice our entire family? Oui. Nuolan Shan hesitated. Yes, we can escape. However, the entire Nuolan Shan family was built by the ancestor over so many years of hard work. Don't tell me you want the ancestor's hard work to go to waste? The old patriarch scolded angrily. Nuolan Shan went silent. Yes. Back then, the ancestor, who was also the founder of the family, Nuolan Shan, single-handedly created the Nuolan Shan family, using his name as the family name. After tens of thousands of years of reproduction and growth, only then did the Nuolan Shan family flourish to its current state. Retreat. The old patriarch ordered. Nuolan Shan sighed softly. Pulla and the other heirs looked at the two patriarchs before respectfully replying, yes. On Earth, following the orders of Pulla and the other heirs, immediately the scattered Nuolan Shan family members swiftly gathered towards the 2 large fleets. As for the retreat of the fleets, since they had retreated, the Nuolan Shan family naturally wouldn't hide it, instead taking the initiative to make it obvious, not letting the leader of Earth have any excuse to sue the Universe Empire's courts. The 6 great survival bases. Through the satellites, the upper echelon of Earth could clearly see, the Nuolan Shan family's large numbers of people were swiftly gathering towards the fleets. Haha, they're retreating. They've really retreated. They've already begun to gather their people. They've all entered the battleships. We've won. The excited upper echelon of Earth, wantonly shouting loudly, expressing their joy. And this news swiftly spread through Suxian, to Luo Feng, and the other 2 who were far away from Earth in the Dark Universe also received the good news. Luo Feng, Hong and Thunder God watched the video. The Nuolan Shan family's people were swiftly gathering from all directions, entering the battleships. Looks like they're really retreating. Thunder God's eyes gleamed. Don't rush. Hong stared at the screen. Wait for the fleet to leave Earth, then we'll talk about this. They're about to succeed. Luo Feng too held his breath and waited. Waiting for the 2 battleships to leave Earth. Rumble. The 2 enormous interstellar battleships, under the surveillance of Earth's mini-satellites, finally began to accelerate, flying upwards, very quickly entering the atmosphere. This scene was immediately broadcasted to every country, every headquarter city, every household's television and computer screens. A day that made us hold our breaths, a day that made us feel fear, a day that made us feel despair. We were originally already in despair, thinking that in the future, we would all be ruled by this Nuolan Shan family from the universe. However, when that huge 3D projection appeared in the sky, seeing that silhouette, I thought back to back then, that person who entered the depths of the sea and fought to the death with the swallowing beast technique. Yes, I've been conquered by him. He is a hero. Yes, a hero. On the television, the host's tears flowed uncontrollably. Every television station, every country was broadcasting the same video, but they were all using their own languages to tell the story. Victory. We're free. We've won. Haha. A few of the protesting people, upon seeing the huge screen in the plaza, the scene of the 2 enormous interstellar battleships leaving, all jumped up, shouting excitedly and madly. Luo Feng, Hong and Thunder God, ever since the three of them received news of the Nuolan Shan family's arrival, they disregarded their lives and entered the universe, fighting for the last chance of survival for us humans of Earth. They've succeeded, yes. The three of them have all succeeded. On the television, Luo Feng, Hong and Thunder God, the three of them were incomparably excited and joyful. This video was sent over by Luo Feng and the other two through the Virtual Universe Network. It's too exciting, I'm going crazy. Within the universe ship's control room, Thunder God was extremely excited. Really, when I saw the entire Earth, every headquarter city, every place, countless people shouting excitedly, some kneeling and kissing the ground. I was so excited my entire body was trembling. I knew, this is our race, this is our roots, they are all my comrades, my comrades. Yes, we've succeeded, we've succeeded. No matter how calm Hong was, his eyes were still tearing up. I can't even stay in the Virtual Universe Network any longer. Luo Feng too was extremely excited. Looking at the scenes from all over the world, I feel so excited my head is about to explode. I want to go home, back to Earth. Luo Feng shouted from the ship's control room, I want to go back to Earth now, back there. Me too. Thunder God nodded. Yes, go home. Hong nodded too. He was extremely excited. The universe exploration ship continued to advance in the dark universe, heading towards Earth's coordinates. Compared to the people of Earth, Luo Feng. Within the Nuolan Shan family's two battleships, the atmosphere was extremely tense. In the leading battleship, the 8 heirs were all in the control room, the 8 of them had no smiles on their faces. Dog shit. How did it become like this? This Luo Feng, how did he become Earth's leader? How did he do it so quickly? The atmosphere was cold and tense, it was enough to make one go crazy. Do. Pulla creased his eyebrows, the other heirs all looked at him. Pulla said softly, the head wants to see me. Saying that, he immediately headed towards his own cabin. Within the Virtual Universe Network, the current chief Yuka Nuolan Shan, and the old chief, Dewa Nuolan Shan, both stood there respectfully. Beside them stood an extremely skinny man, his eyes like a venomous scorpion with pointy ears. He was dressed in a dark green battle uniform, and on his chest was a strange-looking huge axe emblem. For the family? For my consideration? The man raged, so what if it's the family? Back then I built it from scratch, creating the family. In the future I can still create it. The most important thing is power. It's power, do you understand? Right now I'm already a universe level 9, just a little bit more and I'll be a domain lord. If I have shocking amounts of wealth, I can invite an undying to guide me, I'll be able to cross this threshold. When that time comes, I'll have a lifespan of 100 eras, the future Nuolan Shan family will be even more glorious. Conquer? What a joke. The family's elites can just take the ships, travel through the universe at most, we'll leave the Black Dragon Mountain Empire. Those planets will just throw them away. When I become a domain lord, the Nuolan Shan family will be 100 times stronger than it is now. The man said coldly, what's more, robbing Earth won't cost our Nuolan Shan family, after all we have so many planets, it would be a waste to just throw them away. The two heads in front of the head ancestor didn't dare to say a word. The notification resounded. Oh, the little punk commanding the fleet has arrived. The man revealed a cold smile. Nuolan Shan instead shouted softly, don't ask so much, let's hope it's dead if it's alive. Nuolan Shan seemed to have seen the scene of countless galaxies being destroyed, his body couldn't help but tremble. Just what is this place? Nuolan Shan's heart was filled with fear. Even if Earth has countless treasures, I definitely won't go. As for the automaton ship, it needs a universe level 5 or 6. I'll send my disciples, I can't go myself, if that thing is alive I won't even be able to escape. Solar system. When the two huge battleships flew out of Earth, a universe ship with a diameter of about 100 m flew out from within the battleship, activating its shielding and stealth capabilities, just like Buluo and Nuolan Shan's little team back then, carefully returning to Earth. With the C-grade universe ship's stealth capabilities, the humans of Earth had no way of detecting it. Toale Wu. This is the ancestor's personal order, you have to complete it well. This is the detailed plan. Remember, no matter what, you definitely must not let the humans of Earth catch you. Proof that you are members of the Nuolan Shan family. 20-star level 9s, 60-star level 7s and 8s. This was the Nuolan Shan family's elite team. Without the humans of Earth knowing, they sneaked into Earth, not disturbing the humans, beginning their mission to search for the golden horned beast infant's body. Within the dark universe, Luo Feng's ship continued to advance swiftly. Haha, after getting through this, it'll be much easier in the future. Hong laughed. Luo Feng, Hong and Thunder God were all extremely happy. Right. Even if they know our Earth has treasures. However, to send more people over, they'll have to enter the void region through the wormhole and fly for another 2 years and 8 months before they can reach. Thunder God was extremely proud. 2 years and 8 months, the longer the time, the more prepared we will be. Luo Feng nodded. Yes. After this batch of people left, even if the Nuolan Shan family sent a universe-level warrior, it would still take another 2 years and 8 months to reach Earth. At that time, my golden horned beast, I'm afraid it'll be a universe level long ago. Luo Feng was elated. Earth, South America, Amazon jungle. A universe exploration ship entered the depths of the Amazon jungle, along with its own signal shielding, stealth system etc., it was impossible to detect. In a certain area of the jungle, warriors dressed in dark blue battle uniforms were either sitting cross-legged on the ground, leaning against a tree or sitting on a tree branch. The terrifying beasts in the jungle didn't dare approach them at all. So, 4 human silhouettes rushed out from the distant waters. These 4 were all dressed in black battle uniforms. Captain? A group of warriors stood up and shouted in unison, speaking in universe common language. This time, the Nuolan Shan family's elite team had a total of 20-star level 9s, and another 60-star level 7s and 8s. They were split into 4 small teams. Led by 4 people, these 4 captains were Tuoliwu, Rongji, Ahiman and Abiluot. Amongst these 4, Tuoliwu was the leader. Since everyone is here, speak, you are each in charge of the different oceans, what's the result of the search? Tuoliwu said solemnly. Tuoliwu was a very sturdy black-skinned man, his hair was a strange mix of black and green. Even though there were a total of 20 Nuolan Shan guards, they were all star level 9s. However, just like how Luo Feng could kill enemies 3 or 4 levels above him, the same logic. Same star level 9, different people had different battle capabilities. Universe level 9 Nuolan Shan had killed over 1,000 universe levels, more than half of them were universe level 9s. Same level, the difference in battle capabilities was huge. Tuoliwu. Even Nuolan Shan was one of the top 10 of the 8,000 Nuolan Shan guards, he alone was comparable to 10 normal star level 9s. Captain, we can't find it, we can't find the swallowing monster's body at all. Right, our team here is in charge of the Atlantic Ocean. Within these few days, we've searched the entire Atlantic Ocean. However, we just can't find the swallowing monster's body. Our side too. Captain, our brothers can't find it, what do we do? The group of warriors all looked at the 4 captains. The 4 captains exchanged glances. The most tall and sturdy Ahiman said solemnly, we have 80 people, we've spent so much time, we've searched every inch of Earth's ocean, and we still haven't found the swallowing monster's body. Then the next step, should we follow Lord Pulla's plan? Yes. Tuoliwu nodded. According to the plan that Lord Pulla gave me, there are 2 possibilities for this swallowing beast's corpse. 1, humans obtained it, either dissected it or kept it. 2, humans did not obtain it and the corpse is in the sea. Since the devourer beast's corpse was nowhere to be found in the sea, it must have been obtained by humans. Washington-based city Marika. What a wonderful day. Boris Brent walked out of the White House with a smile on his face. The guards in the distance hurriedly opened the door of the car for him. Boris entered the car, followed by 2 bodyguards. The driver immediately started the car. It's too depressing in the survival base. It's such a small place, it's very uncomfortable. Fortunately, those abominable aliens have left. Boris smiled towards the black bodyguard beside him and said, David, shouldn't we thank the great Mr. Luo Feng? Yes, sir. The bodyguard smiled, revealing his white teeth. Boris smiled and nodded. According to the information we got from the virtual universe network, this area of Earth is basically a void region. The next time those aliens come, we'll have to deal with them. The next time those aliens come, it'll be at least a few years later. Look, the stocks that fell to rock bottom before, aren't they rising rapidly now? David, if you had listened to me back then, you would have earned a huge sum. The bodyguard continued to smile. Yes. After experiencing this calamity, the people of Earth were filled with hope for the future. Hey, oh my dear, I'll be home in 5 minutes. Yes, relax, I've already prepared a gift. When the time comes, I'll give you a surprise. Boris smiled as he spoke on the phone. Suddenly his expression changed because he realized that the driver had actually driven the car onto an unfamiliar road. He shouted, Hey, we're going the wrong way. Turn back. The moment the words left his mouth, Boris suddenly felt an incomparable sense of weariness envelop him. Be it the bodyguard or the driver, including Boris himself, they were all in a trance. The car continued to advance until it finally arrived at an alley with no one around. The car suddenly came to a halt. 2 silhouettes appeared beside the car. One was Tuoliwu, the other was dressed in a dark blue battle uniform, with a pair of triangular eyes. This person was also one of the 20-star level 9 warriors. Ask him. Tuoliwu ordered. Yes, Captain. The triangular-eyed man looked at Boris. Not saying a word, the quantum computer spoke in English. Tell me your name. Boris Brent. Boris said numbly. During the swallowing monster incident, where's the swallowing monster's body? The triangular-eyed man's quantum computer spoke in English. No idea. Boris's eyes were lifeless. Tuoliwu and the triangular-eyed man exchanged glances. Where's the swallowing monster's body most likely to be? The triangular-eyed man asked again. The swallowing monster, back then it was the combined efforts of 6 heroes. Finally China's Luo Feng killed the swallowing monster. Back then everyone thought Luo Feng was dead, but after a year Luo Feng actually returned alive. The countries all thought, where the swallowing monster's body is, Luo Feng should be the clearest. Boris said. The triangular-eyed man asked, are there any other possibilities? Either it was obtained by another country, or it was eaten by a sea monster. Boris said. The alley quietened down. Captain? The triangular-eyed man looked at the captain. Luo Feng. Tuoliwu thought for a while, opening his communicator. Rongji, Ahiman, Abiluot, the 3 of you each lead a team, capture the leaders of the 5 great countries with the fastest speed. I'll personally lead a team to capture the relatives of the leader of Earth. The other 3 captains complied. Yangzhou City, West Lake Courtyard, Luo Feng's family castle. The Nuolan Shan family's fleet was undergoing universe travel and leaving the solar system. This was captured by the surveillance equipment installed in the solar system. Since they knew the Nuolan Shan family had left, the survival base's large numbers of people naturally came out. After all, the survival base's per capita area was much smaller. Ping ping little Hai, stay at home and listen to your grandparents. Su Xian finished her lunch, smiling as she said to her two sons. Mom, we want to go out with you. Little Hai shouted. Mom still has things to do at the company. Su Xian kissed her two sons, after which she went to the garage and drove her car out of the castle. With the crisis averted, life was back on track. Around the castle stood a large number of warriors. They were all bought by Luo Feng back then. Run faster, little Hai is so fast. Ping ping, do your best, do your best. Luo Honghua and Gong Xinlan were happily accompanying their grandsons on the lawn outside the castle. Not far away, Zhen Nan sat in a chair reading a book. Looking at Ping Ping and little Hai, she would occasionally lower her head and rub her stomach. Remember, everyone must be careful. The moment we make a move, we must swiftly capture the relatives of the leader of Earth. In the sky, Tuoliwu was leading a group of warriors, becoming 20 beams of light, swiftly flying towards Yangzhou City. Every one of them had a camouflage device on them. Even on a normal life planet like SwallowedStar, it was still effective. Much less Earth. There's still 300 kilometers, we'll be there soon. Move quickly. On the lawn outside the castle, Luo Honghua and Gong Xinlan were still accompanying their two grandsons. Woo woo woo. An ear-piercing alarm immediately resounded throughout the entire castle. Protect the little master. Not far away, Meng 2 and Meng 4, their expressions changed greatly. In an instant they were like two bolts of lightning. The star level 7 spirit reader Meng 2's speed was ridiculously fast, almost instantly hugging Ping Ping and little Hai, while Meng 4 swiftly hugged Luo Honghua and Gong Xinlan, along with the other star level 1 guards swiftly hugging Zhen Nan. The lawn was less than 100 m away from the castle. In an instant they rushed in, entering the castle's tightest security, the master bedroom. Rumble. The castle's security system swiftly activated. With the master bedroom as the center, over 10 different areas of the area swiftly closed down, all of them locked. One had to know that the most central area of the castle was made of C-grade metal, guaranteed to be unbreakable under the universe level. Within the bedroom. What's going on? This. Luo Honghua and Gong Xinlan's faces were pale. Grandpa. Grandma. The two kids were panicking. The castle's security system is within a 20,000 m radius. Meng 2's expression was solemn as he said in a low voice, the alarm system will send out different alarms depending on the strength of the intruder. The alarm just now meant that the person who came was at least as strong as me. The exact strength of the intruder can be determined by checking the defense system. Virtual Universe Network, Black Dragon Mountain Island. Sir, this manor only costs 15 million Black Dragon coins. It is definitely a luxury, a symbol of your noble status. Luo Feng, Hong and Thunder God were looking at houses. He was preparing to buy a house in the Virtual Universe Network. So expensive, even the Virtual Universe Network's items are so expensive. Thunder God smacked his lips. Wait. Luo Feng discovered the communication request, looking at the spirit imprint and the Virtual Universe Network number. It was actually his father's. A screen appeared before Luo Feng. With a face full of fear, his father Luo Honghua said anxiously, Luo Feng, there are aliens attacking our house. The defense system shows that there are 5-star level 9 stages and 15-star level 7 and 8 stages. I think that the entire Nuolan Shan family didn't leave. Luo Feng, Hong and Thunder God's expressions changed greatly. Dad attacked the castle? Did anyone get hurt? Luo Feng said anxiously. Many of the guards have died. We Ping Ping, little Hai and Zhen Nan are all fine at home. However, Su Xian and your brother Luo Hua are all outside because of their own company matters. Luo Honghua said anxiously. Earth Huaxia. Luo Feng's castle, that was the symbol of Yangzhou City, however right now it was under crazy attack. Boom. The entire castle trembled under the attacks, cracking and breaking down again and again. Numerous lightning-fast figures smashed the castle with their heavy fists and weapons again and again. A strong shock wave raged out crazily, directly lifting up the lawn within a radius of several kilometers of the West Lake courtyard, revealing the ugly mud and rocks below. Shio. A large amount of rubble was sent flying, affecting some of the streets and residential areas outside the West Lake courtyard. The power of the flying rubble was no less than that of a cannonball. Screams and cries of pain could be heard. With the West Lake courtyard as the center, the West Lake courtyard, which had a radius of several kilometers, was completely barren. Hundreds and thousands of people were killed or injured because of this. Fortunately, this group of Star State warriors focused their attacks on the castle. If they attacked as a group, a single attack would be enough to turn a small district into nothingness, and the shockwaves would spread over 100 kilometers. What's going on? You haven't broken through it yet? Tuoliwu, dressed in a black battle uniform, floated in the air in front of the castle like a demon god. The other 19 subordinates transformed into 19 rays of light, attacking the castle again and again. Captain? A dark blue figure suddenly stopped and said anxiously, this castle is definitely not made on Earth. This is a mobile castle specially made for the rich in the universe. The construction of the castle places great importance on safety, especially the core area of the castle. It's definitely a C-class security zone. Bastard. Tuoliwu's expression became even colder. Another member immediately appeared beside, floating in midair, saying anxiously, "We have no way of breaking through, let's just go capture LuoFeng's wife and brother. LuoFeng's parents and 2 children are in this castle, they are his most important family. Catching them is the most effective way." Tuoliwu's complexion became even uglier. In the vast universe, most universe warriors would have many wives. This was because the genes of the strong could easily cause the genes of the descendants to be extremely good. Even if it was for the sake of his family and race, he would usually marry many wives. Furthermore, there were some powers and clans that were willing to send their women to sleep with the experts. Therefore, in the universe, experts had many wives, so the importance of wives was very low. And the stronger the expert, the fewer the children. For example, the Manka star would become a domain lord at adulthood. Their genes were powerful, but their population was very small. Like the golden horn beast, it was so rare that it was almost extinct. It was even rarer than the undyings in the universe. Experts could have a large group of wives, but they had very few children. Of course, there was only one pair of parents. Therefore, a very natural concept was formed in the universe. The most important things to the strong were parents and children. "Captain, most people on Earth are monogamous. His wife is still very important to him," the team member said. Since this Luo Feng is the leader of Earth and has huge wealth, how could he only have one wife in the future? Tuoliwu frowned. "Forget it, since we can't capture his parents and children, we'll immediately capture his wife and little brother." "Yes." The team members acknowledged the order respectfully. Shwa. A large number of streams of light quickly flew away from the sky. All that was left was the ruined castle and the lawns that had long been in ruins. Woo 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 woo. The sound of police sirens resounded in the sky of Yangzhou City. "Oh my god. Heavens. This. Standing on the ruins of the houses, a few policemen stared in shock into the distance. All they could see was the ground ahead, a few km-long, tens of meters deep ravines, almost as though they had been split open by a god's huge sword. The beautiful West Lake courtyard had long been turned into ruins. Other than the ruined castle that still stood, everything else was in ruins. The Luo family's castle is really tough. Those aliens' attacks broke through one layer of the wall, but the shockwaves alone destroyed the surrounding ground and the walls of the West Lake courtyard. 2 big shots of the military sat in the car in disgust. How many died? 812 dead, thousands injured. I didn't expect the Nuolan Shan family to still be here. To Earth, destroying the West Lake courtyard into ruins and affecting the surrounding civilians, even though it was a huge matter, it wasn't a huge blow to Earth. What really shocked the other countries was, this incident meant one thing: the Nuolan Shan family hasn't left. Su Xian, hurry to the survival base. Right, don't hesitate, immediately. Su Xian, who carried the consciousness sensor helmet with her, after receiving Luo Feng's orders, immediately called for a fighter jet, preparing to fly towards the survival base. In mid-air, the fighter jet was actually forcefully dragged down to the ground. Wah! The cabin door opened. Su Xian's expression was ugly as she looked outside at the group of Nuolan Shan family elites that obviously looked different from the Earth people. "Madame Luo, make a trip with us," the quantum computer said. One of the team members grabbed Su Xian's hand, immediately dragging her out. So, Pakong and the other team members flew away together. Other than the problem of capturing Luo Feng's parents and children, the other 5 leaders, Su Xian and Luo Hua, didn't have any problems. Earth, South America. Due to the lack of population, South America only had 2 headquarter cities. One of them was Brasilia headquarter city, mainly made up of Brazilian citizens before the Grand Nirvana. There were also a few other South American citizens who migrated to join. Brasilia headquarter city, one of the manors. Rongji is back. 3 men dressed in black battle uniforms looked up at the sky. Another small team broke through the skies and swiftly landed. "Captain Rongji, have you caught them?" "That was too easy." The 4 captains stood together as their ship was hidden within the Amazon forest, and while they were on Earth, they didn't want to live in the forest. Hence they chose this Brasilia headquarter city, choosing a place with a decent environment, a manor that wasn't too bad. As for the original owner of the manor, he'd become meat paste and fertilizer. "Invite them over," Tuale Wu ordered. "Yes, Captain." The leaders of the 5 countries along with Su Xian and Luo Hua were escorted into the huge yard of the manor. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Tuole Wu looked at the 7 of them, revealing a smile. "It's an honor to meet all of you." He spoke in the universe common language, the quantum computer automatically translating Chinese and English. The 7 people present weren't normal people. The other 5 were the leaders of the 5 strongest countries on Earth. Naturally, they didn't need to be mentioned. Su Xian was Luo Feng's wife. She frequently used the virtual universe network. She had a lot of understanding of the universe. Luo Hua had been paralyzed for over 10 years. He also liked to test one's mental fortitude in the financial markets and such. When faced with such a situation, he was naturally calm. "May I ask, who are you?" Of the 5 leaders, the American president was the first to ask. "I'm just a very normal captain of a small exploration team in the universe." Tuale Wu smiled, speaking in universe language. "I want to ask you all, back then when Earth was attacked by the swallowing monster, you all haven't forgotten, right?" The 7 all nodded. "Very good, very cooperative." Tuale Wu nodded. "Then where's the swallowing monster's body?" A trace of doubt flashed past the eyes of the 7 people present. Tuole Wu frowned upon seeing this. "Rongji, you go and hypnotize them. Remember, especially that woman and that young man, don't damage their memories. In a while I'll still need them to contact the leader of Earth, Luo Feng. Don't worry. The other team leader smiled. A formless spirit energy swiftly permeated everyone's consciousness, after which they began to ask. What's going on? Not a single one of them knows? Luo Feng's wife doesn't know either. Tole Wu and the other captains' expressions changed. On Earth, their goal was to find the swallowing monster's body. Wake up. Rongji ordered softly. The seven all woke up. They looked at each other, their expressions changing slightly. Madam Luo, I want you to immediately enter the virtual universe network. I'll also accompany you. Tole Wu said softly, if you don't agree you should know many people will die. I believe the merciful you will definitely agree. Su Exan took a deep breath, nodding. She had no choice. Against this universe exploration team that could easily capture the leaders of the 5 great countries, Su Exan had no way to resist. Virtual universe. Su Exan and Tuale Wu simultaneously appeared on the streets. Tuale Wu brought Su Exan, swiftly entering a private room in a bar. Contact Luo Feng. Tuale Wu ordered, remember, follow my instructions from before. All right. Su Exan could only send out a communication request. After a while, a screen appeared before them. On it appeared Luo Feng, Hong and Thunder God. Su Exan? Luo Feng's cold face revealed a rare look of joy. You've reached the survival base? Are you alright? I'm fine. Su Exan said, Luo Feng, the universe humans that attacked our house earlier, captured little brother Luo Hua, and used his phone to force me to tell them where the swallowing monster's body is. If I don't, they'll kill him. I don't even know where the swallowing monster's body is. What do I do? Tole Wu stood in the corner of the private room, watching coldly. According to his plan, he would first let Su Exan question Luo Feng, a wife asking her husband without alerting him. It would be easy to be exposed. If that didn't work, he would force it out. Luo Feng, if you don't speak, little brother Luo Hua will die. Su Exan said anxiously. Why are you asking this? The swallowing monster's body has long rotted away. Luo Feng was nervous within because he knew Su Exan had been captured. Because Su Exan had already hinted to him. Usually when Su Exan talked about Luo Hua, she would directly say your little brother, or Luo Hua. She would not awkwardly say, little brother Luo Hua. However, Su Exan's words contained several little brother Luo Hua, and her tone was very awkward. And all this, relying on the quantum computer to translate, Tuale Wu didn't notice at all. Leader. A human silhouette appeared beside Su Exan. Luo Feng stared at the sturdy cold man before him. Don't lie to us like you did to your wife. The swallowing monster's body can't have rotted away in a short 3 years. Speak, where is it? Tuale Wu said solemnly, if you don't speak, your little brother and wife, along with countless others, will lose their lives. Luo Feng stared at Tuale Wu. You're from the Nuolan Shan family? Nuolan Shan family? What has that got to do with us? Are you joking? Tuale Wu laughed, suddenly turning cold, shouting, don't talk nonsense. Are you going to speak or not? Bastard. Luo Feng's expression was complicated. 10 seconds. If you don't speak in 10 seconds, I'll kill your little brother first. Tuale Wu said coldly, 10, 9? Don't play such childish games. Luo Feng stared at Tuale Wu. Don't you just want to know about the golden horned beast's body? Don't talk about the swallowing monster. You think I don't know? Good. Tuale Wu laughed. As one of the top 10 elites of the Nuolan Shan guards, he had indeed heard of the golden horned beast. It was just that when Pula gave him the plan earlier, he instructed him to tell the others about the swallowing monster. However, I can't trust you 100%. Luo Feng said. I understand. Tuale Wu nodded. We'll hand over the people and hand over the golden horned beast's body. Luo Feng said coldly, the golden horned beast's body actually isn't even on Earth. It's actually on an uninhabited planet that's about 200,000 kilometers per second from Earth, requiring around 10 days to reach. Hence, no matter how you search for it on Earth, you won't be able to find it. Tuale Wu's eyes gleamed, praising, powerful, smart leader, even I admire you. Right, a treasure like the golden horned beast's body has to be hidden well. Tell me, where is it? Tuale Wu was excited. The implications of the golden horned beast's body were too huge. That was even bigger than the entire Nuolan Shan family's fortune. Luo Feng laughed coldly. I'll tell you now. What happens if you kill someone? Tuale Wu's expression sunk. Luo Feng snorted coldly. If we work together, I'll give you a universe coordinate. Arrange for people to rush there. And I will arrange for people to meet my family and confirm that they're alive and well. When that time comes, you release them. I'll tell you the exact location of the golden horned beast. If you don't even agree to this, it means that you don't plan on letting my family live at all. Then we'll go our separate ways. Relying on the golden horned beast's body, finding your little team and killing you isn't impossible. Luo Feng laughed coldly. Tuale Wu laughed weirdly twice. Leader Luo Feng, you're indeed straightforward. We'll do as you say. All right. Luo Feng's expression was cold. Luo Feng swiftly confirmed everything with Tuale Wu, after which the communication was cut. Voila. After a while, Luo Feng contacted the slave trader. Mr. Luo Feng, you told me before that within a day, you'd transport 100 star level 9 slaves to Bylon Star? One day was simply too short. One day that meant, it had to be done within the Silver Blue Empire. Star level 9 slaves were originally a luxury. In such a small place like the Silver Blue Empire, even if it was done with other merchants, it wouldn't be much. Cut the crap, within a day what's the most I can deliver? I'll pay the full price. Luo Feng said softly. 8. To reach Bylon Star within a day, the most I can deliver is 8-star level 9 slaves, and you won't be able to choose your race, gender, etc. The green-haired man shook his head helplessly. Mr. Luo Feng, is there a need to be so anxious? 1 day is too short. From Horn Dragon Star to Bylon Star, it would take close to 10 days. Luo Feng was clear too. For a slave trader to deliver star level 9 slaves to Bylon Star within a day, that was very difficult. After all, the flying distance was limited. 8 it is. Luo Feng said.